What is up, guys? Got a brand new shave. So I was thinking about a question I used to have when I was first beginning, and that is it okay to borrow someone else's ritual and prayers? Will the God still honor that, or does it have to be one of my own? Now that is reaching way far back. For some reason, it hit me. I was just thinking about where I started from when I first learned to do rituals and prayers. And it was very common for me back when I first started to have to look up a ritual of if I wanted to pray to Apollo, for example. How did they do it? I remember in particular Hephaestus. So praying to Hephaestus, I didn't know how to or what offerings to use. So I literally would write down the prayer or print it out. And sometimes they had it available for you to print off. And that was my go-to until I learned how to do it on my own. So the more you do it, the more you start to see the structure of how it is. And you were able to write your own prayers. And then eventually I learned it didn't have to be a formal prayer, that what really mattered is what was truly in my heart. And when I started praying from the heart, I started seeing and feeling the God's noticing my prayers. But when I was reading it, back when I first started, when I would read someone else's prayers, the gods honored that as well. Because again, it was the intention more than the actual act. Even now, doing this, I still read Homeric hymns. Homeric hymns, Orphic hymns are not my prayers, but I still use them daily. So I've learned how to do ritual and prayers and kernups and all that just through practice. But even now, I'll still use an Orphic hymn or a Homeric hymn, and the gods honor that, again, because of the intent. So if you are just now starting and learning and you're like, is it okay if I just use and do what he did in a YouTube video or she did in a YouTube video? Or if I search Google and I find one, can I use that? You can. And eventually you'll want to branch off and do your own rituals and make one of your own. But that comes in time. Anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will talk to you next time. Adios.